Well, hi, we're here today with Matt Carter of PCMedevac. Matt, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this business.
It's kind of a roundabout way. I started out in California riding bicycles for a living and decided that it was a good time to have a job. Talked my brothers and I into joining the Army, went to various different posts, decided that that was really a bad idea, and worked really hard while I was in the Army trying to educate myself so I could do something useful with my life. Eventually wound up getting a degree in mathematics, didn't want to teach, wound up going to NC State to get my engineering degree, and it just sort of went from there. I worked for NCR as a field technician to sort of bone up on my electronic skills, and then I was a network administrator for CP&L, and then I decided that watching other businesses make stupid decisions and not do anything about them, I thought, well, I could do that myself. So I decided to start my own business, and that's how it's come about.
So when did you start PCMedevac?
About 17 years ago, I think just after my son was born, 1991 or 1992.
And where are you located?
Cary, North Carolina, right downtown.
Matt, what types of companies does PCMedevac serve, and what would you say is the ideal fit for your business?
Right now, the best niche for us is the 5 computer to 50 computer market. When you get past 50, you pretty much need a full-time administrator. Also, companies that have multiple locations. You've got a central office and then some branch offices. Those work out really well too, because it's difficult to get a full-time administrator to take care of those types of situations. So that's where we fit in. Also, at this point, if you're downsizing, but you still have a network that needs support, we can do it at considerably less expense than a $70,000 a year administrator. You get our team, not just a single person, plus you don't have to pay for holidays and training and so on.
So would I come to you if I have a particular need at a particular time, or would I come to you if I have an ongoing need?
Both. We can handle the basics, I've got a virus, oh my gosh, this doesn't work, there's smoke coming out of it, all the way up to I need a server, or we need some servers, what we call a migration. You have an old server that needs to be updated to a new one, and we can do that and minimize downtime. So your basic single computer operation all the way up through multiple computers and multiple servers.
And are you going to help me when I'm ready to transition to a full-time? Are you going to help me understand when I need to and why?
Yes, we can. It'll become obvious. The point at which you need a full-time admin is when you want tighter control over your network, or you're tired of dealing with our policies. Most of the time, a full-time administrator is somebody that you want to control directly. He has to write specific policies. You don't necessarily want your intellectual property exposed to the outside. Or if you need an IT administrator that sort of becomes the face of your company, that you don't want people to think, oh, there's this guy traipsing in and managing the servers in the background and maybe taking some of your stuff. That has been an issue in the past, but there's ways around it as well. You know, non-disclosure agreements and so on. Full-time admin is a good way to go, but at a much larger scale mostly.
If I am lucky and smart enough to come to you when my computer is not spewing smoke, and I've actually thought ahead and decided I may need your type of service, what are the steps to take, and what are we going to talk about?
There's a couple of different ways. We have our what we call our CRAP service. That's computer repair at premises. That's where we come to you when you need us. You know, we can take care of you in the field on a one-off kind of deal. I need your help, oh my God, right now. We can take care of it. We also have the ability to do managed work, our hassle-free IT program, where we come out once a week, once a month, once a quarter, and we do this giant punch list of items that you set out, or we set it up and we come out and do it on that same time frame. So we can take control, or you can maintain control, and you can call us when you need us.
Okay, so we can do it on a scheduled basis?
Yes.
Or a panic basis?
Yes. Yeah, panic costs you more money though. It's lucrative for me, bad for you.
Can you give us an example of a client that fits the type of profile that you believe that you're most suited to help and serve?
I can give you two specific examples. One is a company that we just did about a week ago in Chapel Hill called Clarion Associates. They're a land management real estate company that has multiple offices throughout the United States, and we helped. The goal there was to make the Chapel Hill office the model office for all of their branch locations. So we were able to take a non-functional server-based network and make it into a functional one in the course of 3 days with zero downtime, zero lost data, and didn't have to migrate or move any profiles. It was, they left with yuck, came back and said, wow, this stuff works really great. And the other one was a large church migration that we just did. Same situation in general. It was a single failing server that needed to be migrated to 3 separate servers. We moved it, same thing, 3 days, moved from, oh my gosh, nothing here works, to Monday morning, wow, this is the way it should have worked the whole time. So there were 19 people in Chapel Hill and 27 computers at the large church, a very well organized church, by the way.
That brings up an issue. It sounds like if, at least in one, if not both of those situations, you have a fairly non-technical client.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, do you speak normal person
Yes,
speak?
one of our mottos is no geek speak. If it's a blinky light that's not working, it's a blinky light that's not working. It's a green light. You don't need to know that it's a tri-state LED in the 410 nanometer range. All you want to know is, does it work, and is it supposed to be blinking like that? That's what we try to do. So yes.
Is there anything, Matt, that we have not talked about that you'd like to touch on?
Yes, there's in the past 17 years of business, we've come across what we call the Big 10. These are the things that all businesses need to have, and the lack of them causes all of the problems. And in short, and I won't go into detail on them, but the first one, and this one can recover you from any of the others, but the first one is backups. If you don't have a backup, no matter what happens, you're lost. So please keep that in mind. The next one is documentation. Documentation is a type of backup where you have all of your computers named and pictures of them and all of your insurance documentation and your licenses. This matters because in a big disaster, even if you have a physical tape backup of something, it's hard to recreate the individual workstations, and it's hard to pay for them sometimes without that stuff. The next one is power protection, or UPS. This area has unstable power, and in the spring and the fall we have a tremendous amount of lightning. It's like, I think North Carolina has the second highest number of lightning storms in the United States. So without a UPS, you could lose your entire environment fairly quickly. The next one is antivirus. You don't have antivirus, you're going to get something these days really quick, and it's really hard to recover from now. Two that are very similar to that are anti-spyware. Spyware is like a virus, but it's one that you sort of invite into your computer. You have to do something normally to get it. Anti-spam. We all sit there and wade through that giant amount of garbage in our inboxes, which wastes time, and it's also a mechanism for the delivery of spyware and viruses. So it's a good thing to have. Firewall. It serves two purposes. It protects you from the people inside your business who go snooping through the network, and it also prevents access from the outside. Most of the time, a firewall is used inside your business to keep people from stealing things from your own employees. One of the big ones that people forget about, and we see a lot of this, is pirated software or borrowed software. You know, you went to your brother-in-law and say, hey, I need your copy of Office to run my business on. If you have a computer that fails, it's really hard to install software that you don't have. So please make sure you borrow your own or steal it. Old technology. This one comes up more often than you would think. That's where you've got an old XT or a 286 or one of those old barbaric machines that's still running in the corner. Everything is really slow, and you're afraid that if you touch it, it will fail, and it does. We've gone into situations where you just take the side off and blow the dust out of it, and they stop working. The dust actually held them together, so watch out for old stuff. And the last one, and it's kind of obvious at this point, is lack of ongoing maintenance. Computers are just like people. You have to take care of them, you have to pay them, and you have to feed them. If you don't pay your employees, they're going to leave. And if you don't take care of them, they're going to mess your stuff up and leave as well. So take care of your computers. They replace people most of the time. And if you fire all of your staff and all you have left are computers, you really don't want to make them mad because they will make you pay. So please take care of them.
Well, Matt, thanks for taking care of us and telling us all about your business.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.